Hey guys, Josh Saylor today. We are in Goshen, and it's been a blast. We actually got some great rest. The minute my head hit the bed, I was out, and we're actually doing an early retrospective for once instead of doing it at like 9 or 10 or 11. Miracles never do cease. So first, let's start out with breakfast. We went to breakfast with you guys will remember these guys from the last retrospective, Terry and Jaylene. And we went to Denny's. It was really interesting how everyone knew who they were. Oh, we're outside a park, so there's some kids around. But yeah, we just knew a lot of people, and I found that part really interesting. Um, then after that, we went to an art museum. They gave us shirts, so I'm wearing the Springville Museum of Art, and it was really interesting just traveling, like going through that. I really liked their Russian collection that they had up, which they talk about how when the Berlin Wall came down, they have paintings that they had to get through using, what word am I looking? Coffins. Yeah, they would put the paintings in coffins, and I found that very interesting. They also wanted to know my thoughts on like and ideas on how we can make their stuff more attractive to individuals who are blind, which I have offered my opinions and gave them some advice that I think might help, but we'll see how that goes in the future. That was a scorpion. There's that. Next, we actually had a while off, so we went to a church and we actually met this guy named Brian who was just playing the guitar. He was very great. Loved his music, loved what he was playing, and it was just nice chilling with him. He kind of recharged me a bit, so very, very, very much thankful for him and uh, just his beautiful guitar playing and his voice. So let's go into the next part of it, which, oh wait, I forgot to mention Sharon and Liddy who showed us around and told us the stories at the museum, which they were amazing and they were great people. So uh, Shannon, I always say Sharon. They're like very close. Next, I guess let's go into the bike because we actually started biking at 1. The original route was like 25 miles, but the people we rode with was probably at least most that was the most experienced, and they were like, "No, we're just gonna go this route. Sorry, but we're still in Goshen." So, but they added like I think 10ish miles to the route, which was great. It was gonna be a small route day, and it still was probably one of our shorter bike days, but it was good. Ended up being 35, so we've gone like around 237, 38. Not, I'm not saying exact, I'm just saying around, guys. So it also extended our trip by a little, so I now don't know what the half point is. Anyway, continuing, it was fun to ride with Matt rode first, so we had Matt and CJ. CJ is won medals in many events, and so she was our most experienced rider, but we'll get to that later down. So Matt rode first, and he took a couple laps, and at first he wasn't certain of how steady the bike would be, but once I got on it, like so many other people have said, he mentioned how how much more steady it is with me on it, which I find interesting. I don't fully know the science behind that, but evidently it's more steady with me. But he was he was great at biking. It was a lot of fun. He did the Salt to Saints, which is Salt Lake to St. George, if I remember correctly. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, he gave me some great advice, and we talked for on some great stuff. Then from there, CJ was doing a ride along as well, since CJ and Matt know each other, and they both kind of created the new route that we're doing. So they just transferred off, and now he was riding his bike, and she was piloting me. And well, we actually had our first crash with our most experienced pilots uh, so far. So we came to a stop, and she puts down her right leg, so I went down to put my right, and then we fell left. So it was a blast, though. She's great. I really enjoyed hearing about her story, and was just fun. They're both really, really amazing people and very great at riding bikes. I mean, they were definitely our fastest, as shown by us actually doing this early. And, you know, we had chocolate milk and all that. So I think we're up to date now. So yeah, have a